Welcome to our second week of learning online. So the exercise today is exercise 2H using formulas. These are the questions you're going to be doing. Just some terminology you need to know. The word subject, it means the letter that's on its own in a formula. It's usually on the left. So for example, with y equals 3x minus 7, y is the subject. And the word evaluate we've come across before, it means find the value of. So here's an example. Evaluate m equals b squared minus 7p given b equals 3 and p equals minus 5. So the steps we need to follow, step 1 is to write the formula, always write the formula. Step 2 is to substitute any known values, and if you're putting a negative value in, put it in brackets to be safe. And step 3 is to evaluate. So let's have a go at this one. So instead of b, I'm going to write a 3. So 3 squared minus 7. Instead of p, I'm going to write a minus 5. You can just put that in your calculator. Negative 7 times negative 5 is a positive 35. 3 squared is 9, so 9 plus 35, that equals 44. Okay, example 2. Given the formula q equals the square root of 2g squared h, find h given q equals 4 and g equals negative 2. So step 1 and step 2 are the same as above. Step 3, we're actually going to end up with an equation here that we need to solve. So let's have a go. So we were told q equals 4, so I'll put a 4 there. We were also told that g equals negative 2. So negative 2 in brackets squared h. Now, to solve this equation, we need to get rid of a square root, and the opposite of a square root is squaring. So I'm going to square each side. So 4 squared is 16. Now on this side, the square and the square root cancel each other out, just like adding subtracts a negative and multiplying gets rid of a division. It's an inverse operation. So the square root's gone. I'm just going to work out this 2 times negative 2 squared. So negative 2 squared is negative 2 times negative 2, which is positive 4. So 2 times 4 is 8, so 8h. I'll divide by the h, by the 8, sorry, to leave the h on its own. And 16 divided by 8 is 2. So 2 equals h. I'm going to write that as h equals 2. And in our third example, we have to make x the subject. So our step 1 is the same as above. Our step 2 is to treat all unknowns except the subject as if they were numbers and solve it like an equation. So we need to make x the subject. We want to get x on its own. So if we look at this side of the equation, we've got an a and a b and a c that we're going to treat as if they were just numbers. We're also going to treat the d as if it was just a number. So if we had we do have this vinculum, which means that a plus bx is kind of in brackets. It is bracketed, it's separated from the rest. So we want to get rid of the c first. To get rid of the c, if we had divided by 5, we would times by 5. We have divided by c, we need to times by c, 1 on each side of the equation. On the right, they cancel. C times d, we normally write that as cd. On this side, the c's are gone. We're just left with the a plus bx, so we don't even need to write the brackets anymore. Okay, now I need to get rid of the a and b. Now, if they were numbers, I would get rid of the a first because we're doing order of operations backwards. So any adding or subtracting, we get rid of first. So if this was 3 plus, we would minus 3 because positive 3, take away 3. I'm going to take away the a. So the left-hand side says CD minus A, so let's just write that algebraically. A minus A is gone, that's 0. We're left with BX. Now, if that was 3x, we would divide by 3. It's BX, B we're treating like a number, so I'm going to divide by B. The B's cancel. I've now got x on its own, but I should write it on the left if I'm making it the subject. So I'm just going to switch everything around. X to the left and all of this to the right. So CD minus A all over B.